I hope you had a chance to watch and enjoyed my previous video all about the 16 top test ideas and strategies to improve your e-commerce store 30% or more. My name again is Justin Christensen, the co-founder and president of Conversion Fanatics. And at Conversion Fanatics, we provide done-for-you conversion rate optimization solution and split testing services for 7- and 8-figure e-commerce businesses, essentially handling all of the design, the development, the ideation, the strategy, the implementation, and the reporting of strategic conversion rate optimization and user experience strategies. Today, I wanted to take a deeper look at 5 specific case study examples of some of the tests that we've conducted for our clients with results improvement of 13% all the way up to a massive 93%. Now, all of these tests that I'm about to share with you ran for at least a full calendar week and ran to at least 95% statistical significance. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first test that I want to share with you is a homepage hero image test. So on the homepage, this particular company had a lot of image heavy. They had 3 specific kind of main calls to action and 3 elements, as you could see by the image on the screen. And what we did was shrink the image and put the main focus on one of their key products, which essentially brought up the product selection and allowed them to shop easily for the additional products on that particular site. It wasn't a big, massive change on the site, but it yielded some pretty big results. In fact, it increased their sales conversions by more than 26%. So the main purpose of that test was to simply move up the additional products and remove the distracting elements from the rest of the categories so the visitors could engage and shop a lot quicker with this particular store. So moving on to our second of our 5 tests here today is search on mobile. So if you watched my previous video, one of my 16 suggestions was actually to highlight the search on mobile. And in this particular case, we just took the magnifying glass and we expanded to an actual search box right in the header on the mobile site, as you could see here in the image on the screen. And the results increased their sales conversions 23%, increased their revenue per visitor more than 20%. They saw a 60% increase in their search engagement, as well as a 12% increase in their cart views. And this one single test produced an extra about $75,000 in additional annualized revenue for this particular company. Not a big change, but we find that most of the visitors that engage with a search option will convert at a much higher rate. And in this case, it proved out to be right. Our third of our 5 is automatically adding a coupon code. So if you're very driven by coupon codes or promotions, and maybe you want to offer a specific 10% off for your offer, what we did is we automatically applied. So on the product page, all we did was simply add click, you can claim your whatever 10% off savings, click here to copy to clipboard, or with that you can actually auto apply the actual discount. And the results from just simply adding this coupon code, auto submission and making it very easy for the visitors so they didn't have to copy and paste it, was 15% conversion increase, 13% increase in revenue per visitor, which meant about an extra $297,000 in annualized revenue for this company, and produced an extra 178 orders over the course of the 10 days that this experiment was conducted. And the beauty of it all is their average order value actually didn't change. You would think that you give a 10% discount, that the average order value would change, but in fact, the average order value stayed about the same. So moving on to number 4, and that is moving bestsellers up on the store. Similar to our opening case study example where we changed the hero image, what we did is we took the social proof icons this particular store had, as seen on all of the various publications that they had been seen on, and then below that was the bestsellers. We just simply flopped them, flip-flopped them, and the result was that it pushed up the bestsellers, and so visitors would engage with actually shopping with that particular store much easier. And the result of that particular test was an additional 13% increase in sales conversions, which is a pretty big improvement. And we find majority of the time when we test around bestsellers and moving around the bestsellers and highlighting the bestsellers, that visitors will engage more and typically check out at a higher rate. So our fourth and final one is actually a big one, and that is highlighting the discounted savings on a special promotion. Here we had a particular company that was very driven by special promotions, and in this case, a 70% off discount. So they run a bunch of special promotions, a bunch of special offers. In this case, it was 70% off, and all we did was highlighted that the coupon code was applied, and once the coupon code was actually applied, they would highlight the savings on the product page and show them specifically in the total the breakdown of it, and we highlighted it as you can see here on the screen, and the results were a whopping 93% increase in sales conversions and a massive 99% increase in the revenue per visitor. We're talking some massive improvements just by showing the visitors that they actually got the discount applied. So that's just a few of the ideas, and that's some pretty big improvement. So of course, not every test is going to be a winner. We find that we win on average about 1 out of every 3 tests. And we take those losing tests and we roll them up and we leverage that data so we can inform future tests to see bigger winners. So the important thing that you need to do in order to get and keep a competitive advantage is you need to continue to optimize. You need to constantly be testing. You need to be constantly trying out new things, especially as your markets evolve and the digital marketing landscape evolves with it. And we've got more and more distractions these days. So you need to get and stay ahead, and the only way to do that is through strategic conversion optimization. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more info on where your store might be falling short, I encourage you to go over to conversionfanatics.com/get-started to request your free in-depth, no obligation conversion analysis. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again soon.